Hey everybody, welcome back to the Lil Will Learning Company. And today we're going to be looking at another SAT math problem. Now, this is question number 24 on the practice test number 5 or in that module there. So you can find it on the practice test website and all that. And it's a question that gives you two functions and is asking which one has or which of them has a certain minimum value. And they give you two choices there, and you have to kind of see if it's one or the other or both or neither. So we're going to take a look at those right now. Let's get started. So again, this is question 24 on the fifth practice test on the SAT practice test website. It says, which of the following functions has or have a minimum value at -3? The first function is -6 times 3 to the power of x minus 3. The second one is -3 times 6 to the power of x. And the choices you have are A, is it only the first function? B, is it only the second function? Is it C, both 1 and 2 have a minimum value at -3? Or is it D, neither one of them have it? So let's take a look at this real quickly here for both. Right now we have 3 times a value of x. Now we don't know what that is, but basically whatever it may be, if it was 3 to the power of 0, basically that would just be 1. If it was 3 to the power of 1, well, that would be 3. If it was 3 to the power of 10, well, that would be a very, very large number. But basically, one thing they all have in common is they're all positive. No matter what, all of these are positive. Now, and that works for both. And even here, 6 to the power of x, no matter what x is, it's going to make it a positive number, and it will basically keep increasing in value. So whatever these are, then they're going to be multiplied by, in the first one, -6. So 3 to the power of 0 or 1 or 10, whatever it may be, it's going to be an increasing value, a positive value. But then when it's multiplied by negative, now it will just become an increasing negative value, or I guess in a sense, a decreasing negative value. So because it's multiplied by a -6 for the first function, it will basically keep decreasing at an almost it'll decrease in value without possibly stopping. So therefore, because it doesn't stop, it cannot have a minimum value at -3. So the first one will not have a minimum value at -3. And then for the second one as well, like I said, 6 to the power of x, no matter what x is, it's going to keep increasing this value here. But then when you multiply it by -3, it will keep decreasing in value. It will become a negative value without stopping. So for the second one as well, it will not have a value of -3. But I can hear some people asking, what about the -3 here or the -3 in the first function? But that only tells the graph where to shift towards. Basically, the -3 is saying whatever value is graphed, it's going to move down 3 values in the graphing. So that doesn't mean it has a minimum value at -3. It just tells the function of the graph kind of where to basically situate. So in this case, the answer is D. Neither 1 or 2 will have a minimum value at -3. And again, one more time, it's because for both numbers in the parentheses, when they're to the power of x, no matter what number x is, it will keep increasing in a positive way. But then when they're multiplied by the -6 or multiplied by the -3, now it will just keep decreasing in a negative value without stopping. So it has no minimum value at -3. I hope that was really helpful. And once you understand that when you increase something by an exponential value and it keeps going up, and then you're just multiplying it by a negative integer at the same time, that there's no way it can have that minimum value. It's just going to keep decreasing basically without any stopping at all. So once you understand that, makes sense. And of course, that -3 in the first function, when you know that's just telling where it gets graphed, where it is like in terms of location on the coordinate plane. And again, then you know that there's no way it has a minimum value of that. So I hope that helped. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next video. And until then, take care.